Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you are well and rested, and so are your families too. I love you, and the divine loves you. Okay, I saw something very funny, y'all. It was so hilarious. It was like, you can't say you love people if you vote for someone that hurts them. And I'm thinking, shut up. Everybody out here talking that vote shit. Y'all already know, ain't no man, woman, or child supposed to run nothing. So the fact that they even started elections and taxes and everything else, it was all for their economic growth. Okay. Message. You can definitely have love in your heart family for everyone, especially their well-being. Okay. Message. So anybody telling you, and I just saw that and I thought to myself, I feel sorry for the poor people out here that didn't know. I can't remember which message it was, but I said this world was not going to be the same. This is just the beginning. And I feel like it's the beginning of some things that should have happened a long time ago. But I don't feel like people are seeing the true picture of things. It is not man's plan, it is the divine's plan. Ashe. And thank you. So, welcome to all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. We're over here. We keep it real. Sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse. I speak the truth and I call out names when God it too. And when I say I love you and the divine loves you, that is exactly what I mean. Okay. I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you so much for being over here at all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. All right. For all of you who have contributed however you see fit, liking, sharing, subscribing, donations, getting readings, which I'm a pipe down on the readings for a little while. I'm gonna give those a break. Okay. Personal readings. I'll let you know when I'll do those again. Right now, I just want to focus the energy on the collective. Okay. Everybody, all bodies, all energies. Okay, light, dark, yin, yang, energy, masculine, feminine energy, divine masculine and feminine energy. I feel like there's a lot of information here. Now, y'all, I ain't even on front. I know my eyes don't play tricks on me unless the divine wanted me to see this. But I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. I was looking during the first morning read, my phone chimed. I didn't grab it or anything, okay? But then when I did, there was a breaking news. Something about the Supreme Court gave Trump the okay to end in birthright citizenships. And I said, what? But then when I went back to look for it and it was on breaking news, that thing with the N, the notification, when I go back to look for it, it's gone. So I don't know if this is why I saw it, is because maybe some of y'all need to get the heads up. Mm, let's go on and see. Wow, that was crazy. Cause I looked, y'all, I can't find it. But I know I saw it because it shocked me when I picked the phone up and was like, what? So let's see what the divine needs and wants us to know, okay? And I was like, damn. So I don't know if that is something that the divine wants y'all to know, but we're going to tap into that. You know, I am an investigative reader, okay? And we are going to tap into that. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read, all reads, and all the time. And I ask that you continue to keep us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it. Clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe and thank you. Now, here's also what I heard. Some of y'all got family members who run the underworld. Hmm? What the hell? Some of y'all got family members that run the underworld. Wow. And then that fell out. This is a message of love. Wow. Okay. So some of y'all got family members that run the underworld. This is a message of love. So what I just said in the beginning is a message of love. Okay. Tell me more. Ooh. Ooh, a lot of people are regretting something about divine timing. This is a message of love. It has everything to do with the divine's plan, and many are in regret right now. Ooh. Didn't I just start out saying something about that? Y'all listen. Hold on. This has everything to do with the past, the present, and the future. Mhm. So this message of love has everything to do with the past, the present, and the future. Divine's timing has everything to do with the past, the present, and the future. And these regrets have everything to do with the past, the present, and the future. This is a reading pertaining to the past, the present, and the future. Something about there's a message of peace, and there are secrets here. A message of love, a message of peace, and secrets. Okay, y'all, let me feel this real quick. Hold on. Okay, some of y'all are, I feel like you are hmm, hmm. I feel like you have something to do with the future, something to do with the future, something to do with the future and the happiness of the future. Some of you feel like it's not you too. hmm Some of you are also not in regret. Regrets. Yeah, some of you don't have it. I'm speaking to the ones that are heartless because if you don't have a regret and if you don't have a regret about what this energy that has actually it's being taken over. What? It's being taken over by the underworld. Some of your family members are in the underworld. Okay. And that makes sense, but goddamn, this underworld I'm picking up on, this is some elite energy, and it's somewhat overwhelming a little bit. Let me just, there were some secrets that were involved. Some of y'all are thinking about a family member. They said it's not them. Whoever you just thought of, it's not them. But there are some secrets here. Um, it has something to do with happiness, as though they were, as though they were. So whoever you were thinking is could possibly be the one in your family. Okay, something like that. Okay. Because this is a message of love and peace. It's going to be revealing some secrets here, okay? And immediately somebody came to your mind, they're saying it's not me, but it has something to do with happiness. I feel like this happiness has something to do with the divine timing. Divine timing has something to do with someone's happiness. Something about a cat or cats, or you may like cats, and then another cat, almost like a cat landing on their feet. Divine timing came, the happiness came when there was a submission of something. What was the submission of? Two, and I saw three. When there was the submission of, ooh, shut your mouth. Let me see what that says. When there was, a sub a submission to retreat and show your self-love. So you submitted to retreating to something and showing yourself self-love. You retreated to the where what did I just see? Oh man, what did I see? Oh, it's over here. Hold on. Listen. I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. That's what you retreated to. You retreated to being like always on the defense. You retreated to always being on the defense. Hmm. There was something that you just said, should you just retreated to always being on the defense. And these regrets, there's going to be some free messages here pertaining to some of these regrets. I feel like Spirit's going to give you some information pertaining to what people are regretting currently. And it has everything to do with the past, the present, and the future. Wow. Okay. This is like a total investigative read. Okay. Honoring your energy, freedom, and loss. Listen. Wow. So we have honoring your energy out here. Okay. Freedom and loss. With this regrets, some of these energies are regretting you losing, or they're regretting them losing rights to your freedom. They're regretting the freedom that was lost. Somebody here could also be regretting the freedom that was lost. It was something about honoring your journey. Mm. Someone could be regretting the freedom that was lost. It was about honoring your journey. The past, the present, and the future is about honoring your journey. Oh, shit. I always got to get the deep ass messages. Oh, I'd be like, what? Okay. So why does your family play a role in this, family? Because let me tell y'all over here, right? I'm over here like, um, mm, this feeling I have is kind of like an anxious feeling. Like maybe I worked out or something like that. I mean, a feeling like after you work out, right? But nevertheless, I feel like the regrets, and this is a free message, yeah. Somebody regrets the freedom that they lost or losing the control over you. Tell me more about the freedom and the loss. The freedom that they lost, the freedom that you lost, or the freedom that they lost. Some sort of loss of freedom. They're going to have a guide. Somebody regrets the free message here. Somebody regrets something. There's a free message here. There's a message of freedom, and there's a message of loss. And there's a guide here. Your spirit guide, angels, ancestors, tell me more. A guide to growth and abundance. Mm. Oh, I heard this was all the divine's plan. Ooh. okay, 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 okay. I'm hearing that. Y'all, I don't know. Okay, so listen. Something was supposed to listen because it's all about coming together. Okay. There can't be anyone here with toxic intentions in their minds, bodies, or souls. It's like when you walk in anywhere, everybody should be smiling at each other and really extending that olive branch of love. Let me tell you something. There's been a lot of bad actors. There's been a lot of promoters of the bullshit. Quick disclosure, I do tech in person, speak the truth, and call out names on God it too. This was the divine plan. It took many of you to really seek happiness, and to seek that happiness, you had to go deep within. And by going deep within, you normally end up submitting to the divine, or you submit to the darkness. I am not going to leave Satan, devil, whatever you want to call him, Lucifer. I just say he's the brother that bullies everybody. Mhm. I feel like this message right here, yes, because you retreated. Mhm. And many of you who are very strong in the spirit, okay, you strong in spirit for real. Like you so strong in spirit that I feel like that the divine creator of all living things like literally answers each and every one of your blessings in divine timing. Each and every one of your prayers, each and every one of your, whatever your wishful thinking was, whatever the case was. And listen, family, you have been done wrong. This is what I'm telling you. You've been done wrong, and I mean cold. You've been done dirty. So dirty that when you went to the divine, and this message keeps coming out, when you went to the divine, you went with your whole heart, your soul, your mind, you went in there. And that's when you were guided to turn inward in order to find the answers. And the answers were loving yourself, okay, taking better care of yourself and your mental health and your emotional health and your financial health. Okay. By you going inward like that, this is releasing that ego. Like you don't have an ego. Like you don't, you want people to see past the physical. Many can't. When they can't see past the physical, then they're going to hit you with things that is actually, something that you would feel is offensive. That is where this energy of the negative projection comes in. It says, I release my need to be right. You are defenseless and at peace. But here's the thing, it hadn't always been that way. And when you say defenseless, that just means, and I don't want you to feel like but you're like this. You're no longer trying to defend a damn thing. If they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. If they follow you, oh well. If they don't, they don't. Like you are not trying to control and push nothing on nobody. You're not trying to get somebody to see something your way. You don't care about that. You are not defending a damn thing anymore. This is part of some omen. This omen was written in scribes about a feminine energy. Some of you have the power to get your prayers answered through God or through the devil, through the bully brother you got. Because I feel like somebody picked on you and you're being guided. Ooh, you're being guided towards growth and abundance. And I just heard, yes, there is an ending for a new beginning. So stay calm at the bottom of the deck. You're being guided to stay calm. Boom, there it is. Right. Because this has everything to do with your discernment. It has everything to do with your discernment. Tell me more. Yeah, and your psychic development. I'm telling you that we're coming up in a time, family. Wow. I did not mean to laugh, but I just saw like, hmm? Like you are wise councilmen and women, and you are being sought out by the highest leaders. Ooh. It's about your discernment and your psychic development. Look, and the burden. Look, and the burden. The burden that it could have caused people. Listen, you so tapped in that you didn't cause some people some burdens. And you're being divinely guided to stay calm during these times of these people's burdens because these are energies that are getting what they did back. It was like no one listened to you. No one listened to you, but somebody was listening to you. Hmm. Don't let that go over your head. Somebody was listening to you when it came to this repression. Shh. Tell me more. Listen. Oh, I just heard that. Okay, tell me more. Mm. Oh, I see what's up. Oh, yeah. Stripping away the illusions. When it came to repression and stripping away the illusions and communicating this, there was some sort of emotional release. Damn. There is something about this energy, though, that I ain't playing. Damn, family. I don't know. Why do I feel like you like, ooh, you mother, father, God, something like that, tied to that. Yeah. You spoke about repressions and illusions, stripping through the illusions of everything that was set up and how it was set up. And by speaking your truth in divine timing, you received an emotional release. It was like you had released what was being held up inside of you for a very long time. Tell me more. Hmm. A struggle. Hmm. You had an emotional release from a struggle. Oh, hmm, okay. It's only, mm, I think it was written. Yeah. And that led you to your abundance. You had an emotional release when it came to a struggle, and that led to some sort of abundance. And I'm telling you, I feel like for some reason, I don't front family. I feel like your family is tied to the underworld in a heavy way. And it's almost like, ooh, imagine each and every tribe having their own god or goddess, their own source, their own message of guidance, unlimited possibilities. Yeah. And these people fear that shit. Mm. They fear that you're source and that you have the messages of guidance to unlimited possibilities. Somebody's fearing that you're source and whoever you just thought of, Spirit once again said, it's not me. So whoever you just thought of, it's not them. Somebody is now starting to learn to fear source. Mm. And soon, listen, oh my goodness, why am I hearing that? Listen, somebody is learning their position as well as their authority within the spiritual realms, which are very, very, very powerful realms and energies. That is why all this is transpiring, is because in the 3D, the church is the most powerful. Don't let nobody fool you and tell you it's the government. And you are part of the 3D and the heavens above, the other dimensions, the other galaxies, the other, look, this is an energy where there's learning at the same time, opposites attract. Masculine, feminine energy, yin yang, sun, moon, dualities, learning at the same time, learning from a feminine energy, messages of guidance. Mm. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, you know something about these, something about some hieroglyphics. You know about them or something like that, or you may understand what they are saying, but you couldn't just go and read it. Okay, you just can walk up to it and start reading it like a tablet. It's like there's stories played out in each one or something like that. Yeah. You teaching people about forgiveness. And it's something about, ooh, forgiveness. And at the bottom of the deck, the mirror effect. Ooh, shit. Listen, everything happens in divine's timing. And this has everything to do with the past, the present, and the future. And it impacts the entire world. And this is the beginning of an ending. I feel like the divine is saying we've been living in the corruption, something like that. Let me see. Look, and it's all good. It's all good. This little message here, honey. Something about you stay calm because it's all good. There's some stuff here. You may be tied, or you may have connections to a very dark side, and this is the side that you don't run, but your family does, or there is a family member that runs the dark, and you, I don't want to say runs the dark, but they are considered high ranking in the energies or in the realm of darkness or in the realm of, The cleanup world, put it that way. Okay. hmm And you're the healing energy. I can't make it up. You're the healing energy, and somebody in your family is the cleanup energy. It. And I feel like yeah. Mm, mm, okay. Tell me more. And then you have out here, what? You got out here again? Hold on, let me see. Forgiveness again. Didn't I just say forgiveness already came out, y'all? It's all good. Healing energy. I could have sworn I already saw forgiveness, but it's out here again. There it is. Boom. Okay. I was like, I know I saw forgiveness. Educating people on forgiveness. Now somebody, damn, now somebody wants forgiveness. Tell me why forgiveness came out again. Damn, this is feeling forgiveness because they didn't see. Somebody failed to realize that you were created equal, something like that. And you have duality here. But I feel like this with creativity, the Three of Cups energy, there wasn't collaboration, there wasn't teamwork. You weren't created or they weren't seeing you as being created as equal. And with this forgiveness and this Three of Cups energy, hmm yeah, they didn't see you as being equal to them, even though you were masculine, feminine energies. I feel like this is giving me that goddess energy. Second, 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 second. We don't sing. Let me sing. This energy is deep. I don't know what I feel like. Yeah, I told you this energy is deep. There's a lot that's getting ready to come to an end, and it's happening on a daily basis. And then tell me for a new beginning. That's all I could tell you. And Spirit is telling you to stay calm. Don't panic, don't fret, and don't do nothing. Now, I feel like, there's a lot of stuff that people are getting ready to start looking at, looking into, pulling things on. I feel like evidence wasn't being released, things like that weren't being released to people. People were staying in it. Look, this is a tear down of some very corrupt things, but let me tell you, it's being torn down by something darker than what they were. The dark is being torn down by hell itself. Shit. That shit deep. I'm good. Facts. And this is a sacred space. Listen, the dark is being torn down by hell itself. Yeah. They say heaven can be on earth, so can hell. I'm gonna leave that energy right here. Okay, family. All right. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's tap out of this. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth, and all the time. Ashe, and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.